Welcome to this yoga class to help you relieve pain and tension in the entire shoulder area. You're welcome to do the first part of this class seated in a chair or on a cushion or simply on your yoga mat. Let's begin with a few shrugs up towards the ears and then dropping them down. Take that 2 more times, lifting them up and then really letting them go. Last time. Lift and drop. Well done. Now bring your shoulders forwards and then bring them back. Taking this about 4 times at your own pace. Exploring the range of motion in your shoulder joint. Now start to circle the shoulders back. Taking that twice and then bringing your hands to your shoulders and circling your elbows back 2 times. Big circles. And let's do 2 more. This time extending the arms, almost like you're swimming forwards, reaching up and circling back. Now other direction. So circling forwards with just the shoulders. And then hands to shoulders to circle the elbows forwards. And finally swimming forwards with straight arms. And release. Shake things off. Well done. Lifting up now through your right arm. Let's place the palm of that hand towards the back of your neck. And then your left hand can take hold of the right elbow, just encouraging a gentle stretch. You could stay up tall or you're welcome to lean towards the left. Maybe even turn your head to look up towards the right. Send your breath towards your right shoulder, keeping yourself grounded on your seat or in your chair. And permission to back off if anything feels like too much today. Shoulder pain is no fun. Remembering we're here to feel better. And let's release that, rolling the shoulders back. We'll come towards eagle arms, so our right arm will slide underneath the left, bringing the backs of the hands together, or perhaps the palms of the hands together. This is a wonderful stretch. You can stay up tall or you can bring your chin towards your chest, releasing through the neck. You could even bend yourself forwards, rounding through the upper back. One more breath here. And then straightening up through the spine, unwinding the arms, shaking things off. Reach your left hand up. Place the palm of that hand towards the back of the neck. Right hand to hold the left elbow. Staying up tall or leaning yourself towards the right. Getting it deep into that left shoulder and triceps. And this is a nice opportunity to thank yourself for turning up today, doing something to help yourself feel better, and choosing how it is you'd like to feel by the end of this class. Let's release that. Finding our eagle arms. This time left arm goes underneath, backs of hands or palms of hands together. Sitting up tall or maybe nodding the head forwards. And perhaps rounding through the upper back. And oftentimes the two sides of the body will feel very different. You might be observing that right now. Quite normal. Breathing in and out wherever you are. And just like before, let's straighten ourselves up, shaking it off, and then reach your arms up tall, palms facing forwards, and bending the elbows in towards your ribs. So taking that a few times with your breath, you can reach up on the inhale, and bend the elbows in on your exhale. Noticing what it is that movements like this do in your body. Where do you feel them? How challenging are they? And do they change over time as we let that go? Let's make our way towards hands and knees. We're coming towards single arm puppy pose. So our hips are going to stay over our knees, and we're going to bend the right elbow to place that hand on the right shoulder blade. You can bring your forehead towards the mat, staying up on fingertips with your left hand. And we'll take a few breaths here. This is an intense stretch for many of us, myself included. Allowing yourself to find the pose over time. And press yourself back up towards all fours. We'll try the second side. So left hand is going to be placed on left shoulder blade. Once again, the forehead releases towards the floor. And we prop up on right fingertips. Noticing once again the differences between the sides as we breathe. Press your right hand into the mat to lift yourself up. Coming now towards a more traditional puppy pose, walking both hands forwards. Forehead rests down towards the mat, hips stay over the knees. You can be on flat palms, you could lower the elbows, or you could lift up onto fingertips. And on your next deep exhale, allow yourself to really let something go. And slowly beginning to release out of this puppy pose. Coming down towards your stomach. And then bringing your left arm out to the side, bending that elbow. And turning your body away from that arm, so towards the right. Bending the knees up in front of you. So our left hip and left ear are on the mat. Is an intense stretch. You can keep right fingertips on the mat, or you could bring that right hand behind your lower back to intensify things. And let's roll ourselves back onto our stomach. Second side, bending your right elbow, keeping it to the floor as we turn ourselves away towards the left, bending the knees in front of you. Left hand rests down, or you could place it behind the lower back. You might have to wiggle around a little bit to find this pose. And wherever it is that you feel sensation now, imagine that you're directing your deep breaths towards that part of the body. And slowly releasing, coming towards a brief Sphinx pose up on our forearms. Then begin to slide your left arm over towards the right as you rest your forehead to the back of your right hand. So really reaching that left hand as far towards the right as you can. Keep some distance between the feet here to avoid any strain on the lower back. And this is a protraction stretch, not a retraction stretch for our left shoulder. Lifting back up towards Sphinx, switching sides. Right hand is going to crawl its way over towards the left, forehead resting down to the back of your left hand. So our shoulder is a ball and socket joint. It can move in all sorts of directions. It's actually the most mobile joint in the human body. So it's important to stretch it in different ways like we're doing today to really keep it loose and pain-free. Returning your way towards Sphinx as we release. And then pressing yourself up towards a kneeling or seated position, sitting any way that is comfortable for you. We'll take some snow angels, so reach your arms up and then reach them down, keeping your arms straight the entire time and involving the neck as you look up towards your hands and then down towards the floor. Taking this a few times at your own pace. And just observing again how movements like this are feeling. Do they feel different from when we started our class today? And take this movement one final time. As we then bring the palms of the hands together and draw them down towards your heart. Notice how your shoulders are feeling. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Well done. I'd love to know in the comments how this sequence felt for you. And I hope we'll practice together again soon. Have a wonderful day.